5 urgent money moves to make now before inflation gets worse. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's no secret that prices are climbing, and inflation is making it tougher to manage our finances. But don't worry, you're not alone, and there are concrete steps we can take to navigate these challenging times. Quick montage of everyday items with rising price tags, e.g. fuel pump showing increasing numbers, grocery receipt with a large total, utility bill, news headlines about inflation. Today, we're diving deep into the Inflation Survival Guide. Forget surface-level advice. I'm going to give you a detailed breakdown of 5 smart money moves you absolutely need to make right now to protect your financial well-being and build a stronger financial future, even with rising prices. Let's get into the specifics. Point 1. Optimize your budget. The ultimate deep dive. All right, our first crucial move and the foundation of navigating inflation is to optimize your budget. This isn't just a quick glance at your spending. This is about creating a dynamic financial plan that adapts to rising costs and ensures your money is working as efficiently as possible. Step 1. Meticulous expense tracking. For at least 1 full month, track every single expense. Don't just estimate. Use a notebook, a detailed spreadsheet with categories: housing, food, transportation, utilities, entertainment, debt payments, etc., or a budgeting app that can automatically categorize your transactions. Be honest and thorough. You might be surprised where your money is actually going. Step 2. Categorize and analyze. Once you have a month's worth of data, categorize your expenses. This will give you a clear overview of where your money is being spent. Now, analyze these categories. Which ones are essential? Which ones are discretionary? Where has spending increased due to inflation, like groceries or gas? Step 3. Identify non-essential spending. This is where you can make immediate impact. Be honest with yourself about what you can cut back or eliminate. Consider dining out and takeaway. Can you reduce this by half? Pack more lunches? Cook more meals at home? Entertainment. Are there cheaper alternatives to movies, concerts, or subscriptions? Can you explore free activities? Shopping. Are those impulse purchases truly adding value to your life? Implement a wait 24-hour rule before buying non-essential items. Subscriptions. Review all your subscriptions, streaming services, software, gym memberships. Are you actually using them? Cancel the ones you aren't. Step 4. Optimize essential spending. Even with necessities, there's room for optimization. Groceries. Plan your meals, make a shopping list, and stick to it. Compare prices at different stores. Buy in bulk for non-perishables. If it makes sense for your household size, reduce food waste. Utilities. Conserve energy. Turn off lights, unplug devices. Adjust your thermostat. Look into energy-efficient appliances if replacements are needed. Compare rates for electricity and gas providers if possible. Transportation. Explore public transport, carpooling, biking, or walking for shorter distances. Maintain your car to ensure fuel efficiency. Consider if a smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicle might be a long-term saving. Housing. While more challenging in the short term, consider if refinancing your mortgage is an option, if interest rates allow, or if downsizing might be a future consideration if your housing needs have changed significantly. Step 5. Regularly review and adjust. Your budget isn't a static document. With inflation constantly changing prices, you need to review and adjust your budget regularly, at least monthly. Track your actual spending against your budget and make necessary tweaks to stay on track. Point 2. Prioritize debt reduction. The strategic attack plan. Our second critical move in this inflationary environment is to prioritize debt reduction, especially those high-interest debts that can quickly spiral out of control as interest rates potentially rise further. Think of this as a strategic attack on the financial burdens that eat away at your income. Understanding the enemy, high-interest debt. The biggest culprits here are typically credit card debt, personal loans with high APRs, and potentially even some auto loans. The higher the interest rate, the more money you're losing just to service the debt, and inflation only exacerbates this problem. Choosing your weapon. Debt reduction strategies. The debt avalanche method. This method focuses on saving the most money in the long run. You list your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. You make minimum payments on all debts and put any extra money towards the debt with the highest interest rate. Once that's paid off, you move to the next highest and so forth. This saves you more on interest, but might take longer to see those initial wins. Exploring powerful tools. Balance transfer credit cards. If you have high-interest credit card debt, consider a balance transfer card with a 0% introductory APR. This can give you a period where you're not accruing interest, allowing you to aggressively pay down the principal. Be mindful of transfer fees and the APR after the introductory period ends.
Debt consolidation loans. These loans allow you to combine multiple debts into a single loan with a potentially lower interest rate and a fixed monthly payment. This can simplify your payments and potentially save you money on interest. However, be sure to compare terms and fees carefully. Negotiating with creditors. Don't be afraid to contact your creditors and see if they're willing to lower your interest rate or create a more manageable payment plan, especially if you're facing financial hardship. The urgency of now, with potential future interest rate hikes due to inflation, tackling high-interest debt now will save you significant money in the long run and free up cash flow in your monthly budget. Point 3. Invest wisely, even small amounts, the inflation-fighting portfolio. Now, let's talk about how to make your money work for you during inflation. Our third smart move is to invest wisely, even if you can only start with small amounts. While inflation erodes the purchasing power of cash sitting idle, strategic investments can offer the potential to grow your wealth and outpace inflation over the long term. Understanding the inflation erosion, imagine your savings account earning a meager 1% interest while inflation is at 5%. Your money is actually losing purchasing power by 4% each year. Investing strategically aims to combat this. Key investment considerations during inflation. Diversification is your shield, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different asset classes to mitigate risk. This could include a mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, or real estate investment trusts, REITs, and potentially even commodities like gold or oil, which can sometimes act as an inflation hedge. Focus on long-term growth. While short-term market fluctuations are inevitable, especially during economic uncertainty, focus on investments with strong long-term growth potential. Consider inflation-protected securities. Look into Treasury inflation-protected securities. Tips. These bonds are designed to protect investors from inflation by adjusting their true principal based on changes in the Consumer Price Index, CPI. Explore dividend-paying stocks. Companies that consistently pay dividends can provide a stream of income that can help offset the rising cost of living. Look for companies with a history of increasing dividends. Real estate, long-term perspective. Historically, real estate has often held its value or even appreciated during inflationary periods. However, this requires significant capital and careful market analysis. REITs offer a more accessible way to invest in real estate. ETFs and mutual funds, these allow you to invest in a diversified basket of assets with a single investment, making it easier to get started with smaller amounts. Look for low-cost index funds or ETFs that track broad market indices or specific sectors that may perform well during inflation. Consider the used market. For many big-ticket items, the used market can offer significant savings without sacrificing quality. Explore reputable used car dealerships, online marketplaces for furniture and electronics, and consignment shops for clothing. Negotiate and seek financing wisely. If you do need to make a large purchase that requires financing, like a car or a home, shop around for the best interest rates and terms. Don't just accept the first offer. Negotiate the price whenever possible. Be aware of the total cost of borrowing, including interest and fees. Delay when possible. If a big purchase isn't urgent, consider delaying it. Saving up more cash can help you avoid taking on debt and potentially get a better deal in the future. Market conditions and prices can fluctuate. So there you have it, a detailed look at 5 smart money moves you can implement right now to not just survive but potentially thrive in this inflationary environment. Remember, taking control of your finances requires knowledge, discipline, and proactive steps. Which of these detailed strategies are you going to focus on implementing first? Share your thoughts and any other inflation-fighting tips you have in the comments below. Your experiences can help others in our community. If you found this in-depth guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more detailed personal finance strategies, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future deep dives. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and learn. Remember, you have the power to navigate these financial challenges. Stay informed, stay proactive, and I'll see you in the next video.